Good evening and welcome to Trendz Live. On the show tonight, we celebrate young creatives who were honored for their talent and storytelling at this year's Soweto Film Festival Awards. That time of giving is almost here as we step into the festive spirit. Our cameras shine a spotlight at the Christmas market, where handcrafted gems, seasonal flavors, and the magic of the holidays set the perfect tone for the season. Next, we dive into the world of beauty with the latest lash trends as we visit a studio to unpack the evolving styles and techniques shaping this year's festive looks. Still on beauty, we explore the truth behind injectables maintenance, breaking down what really happens when you use treatments once and ditch the follow-ups, what fades, what stays, and what your skin really does. And finally, we spotlight the resilient artistry of Sandile Ndabukelwayo, whose newest body of work transforms disorder into breathtaking visual storytelling. And there's absolutely so much in store for you, so don't go anywhere.
Oh, how I've missed you. Dumelang, Sanbonani, Absheni, and hello on this Feel Good Friday. You're tuned into Trendz Live. My name is Kansani Koza, but please call me Candy. We're coming to you live from our Auckland Park studios right here on SABC News. I'm sure you heard it from the headlines that we bring you all the vibes, especially after a long week, mara at least get paid day weekend. So please sit back, relax, and unwind with us tonight. As we get into our first story for the evening, an international film festival held in Soweto at the Soweto Theatre has paved way for various industry talent to give their work life. The Soweto Film Market and International Festival celebrates short stories across African voices, Africa's diversity, as well as creativity, which affirms the power of inclusive storytelling in shaping heritage, culture, as well as identity. It's been running over the past couple of days, so Trendz Live producer Randy Tsubani got to touch base with some amazing creatives in Soweto. So let us give them time now to take us through the importance of storytelling.
The Soweto Film Festival has given many up-and-coming creatives an opportunity to showcase their work, share their incredible crafts with the world while pacing themselves and giving their best. I start off by chatting to veteran actress Mama Nambita Mpulwana on how far film has come and the importance of knowing the work behind the scenes.
Back in the days of caricature characters where we had directors that did not understand that black people can be just normal faces and we didn't have to Sarafina our way through film, and nothing against Sarafina, it's stage, but when you are on screen it doesn't need to be that big. And I have worked with directors that did not understand that, and when I saw myself on screen I went, oh my goodness, I'm standing next to somebody who is not directed like that, but I am. So we had to find a language to bring us to a middle ground, and so it took a lot of work. I think people in my generation, we did a lot of groundwork, a lot of trailblazing. Also the directors are learning to allow actors to actually perform as opposed to telling them to just say the lines. There was a resurgence of trained actors coming onto the screen, and the audience, which is key, then decided, no man, we like that kind of performance. And of course, then that encouraged us then to be bolder and demand that space and take up that space.
I love how you mentioned that the trained actors and actresses just started to come in, which gives it more depth. Yes. What are you looking forward to tonight with the new films that we'll be seeing?
I'm looking forward to so much, but I think one of the most important things for me tonight is to just celebrate Obo Tapelo and his team for this humongous undertaking. This is a passion project. This is not a selfish thing that they're doing. It's selfless work.
I also spoke to incredible filmmakers whose work has not only changed the narrative within the industry, but they also take us through the process of it all, as well as how film has evolved over time.
I've always been a person who likes telling stories. I've written them and they always end up in the in a computer somewhere, and I just finally got an opportunity to actually write and direct this film, and it's Lottery Love. It's a very charming film. It's a flick about a guy who actually accidentally helps a girl to win a lotto. It's a story about greed, it's a story about love, but at the end it's just a fun story that a lot of people are gonna love. And I'm so proud of it, and I'm so proud of this night. It's been a long time waiting.
Due to the generosity of the women who open up their hearts and open up their lives to us, so we were able to make the film between South Africa, Nigeria and Zambia. The process was very, very difficult, very, very ambitious, but doable with the love and support of the team.
What would you say the evolution of film is on the South African landscape?
I mean, I was experimenting a lot as a filmmaker, and you know what? I just told myself, there is no solid industry, so I can contribute to the voice and the texture and the look of African cinema. And I was very, very privileged with an incredible team, but also myself, just trusting myself and being like, this is what I want to say, and I'm going to say it.
I think we've evolved quite a bit, quite a lot. We're seeing a lot of young faces, not only in front of the camera, but I think the most interesting thing is behind the camera. You know, directors, producers, companies, agencies that are running this. Just even these particular. This particular film festival, how young is the gentleman running it? Because, that's not what you saw 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago.
This International Film Festival stays committed to giving back to society while being intentional about giving talent a chance, as well as emphasizing important elements such as mental health. It was a beautiful night, and we most certainly showed up looking our best.
Showing up and showing out exactly what we do best. You'll agree with me when I say trends change with every season, right? As we slowly approach the festive, we visited a Christmas market in Parkview, north of Johannesburg, where handmade ornaments, bold new color palettes, and sustainable design ideas were showcased to inspire homeowners and give them ideas on how to enhance their homes this festive season. Take a look.
The Parkview Christmas Market has become one of Joburg's most exciting festive gatherings, offering a colorful blend of creativity, local flair, and holiday charm. Each corner reveals something new, from imaginative decor pieces to inventive handmade treasures designed to brighten any home. Event organizer Daniel Jordan shares with us how this space continues to shape the festive experience for visitors.
For us, what stands out is that this is about the community. This is the community coming together, and it started off with the Parkview community. It became bigger to the surrounding suburbs, and now we've got people all across Joburg. And so the community is supporting this, so there's a family feel, there's a family-friendly feel, and now our charities are here too. So they're also engaging with people, getting their message out. And so really, I mean, this isn't about being fancy or being super luxurious. This is about community and family and everyone coming and having a great time. Once this market happens, it's Christmas season. And so over the years, this has grown into a really, really great Christmas market. We think so. And at the same time, we're using every cent that we raise here and we give it back to where the need is so incredibly great in the communities and the other charities around us who do such great work.
This market is truly a vibrant celebration of creativity and festive spirit.
With Christmas, I worry sometimes that Christmas is getting lost in the mix. And so what's great here is that there's a bunch of people who brought really interesting handmade, artisanal Christmas things, as well as great other products. So if you're doing Christmas shopping, you're sorted. And if you're looking for something special for Christmas, it's there too.
If you are wondering what trends are making waves this Christmas, then here's a plague.
I believe that putting these type of decorations back into Christmas, they're slightly different from the old original tinsel and that type of thing, but it's putting the class back into Christmas, but still keeping that vibe, that Christmas vibe going.
And these phenomenal pieces are perfect for your home decor.
for example, if you're pointing out that this is an African crafted item, so I like to keep, use products that are made by South Africans, and then just add the Christmas element to it. So this is a Christmas lantern. So it's designed on the concept of, in the old days, they used to put a candle inside these lanterns. Now, obviously, this is made from wood, so we don't want to put a candle in there. But the concept is originally started with a candle. It was called a hurricane lamp, and then there was a candle in it, had glass around the sides, and it stopped the candle from blowing out, the wind from blowing the candle out.
And of course, Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without some tasty delights.
To celebrate Christmas, I think there's definitely Biscoff is coming very, very big. You'll see a lot of Biscoff flavoured things. I worked at Ottolenghi for a long time in London, and so I'm very inspired by flavours of the Middle East, India, all around the world, which is where I get ideas like my masala chai cookies. These are, again, gifting boxes to give as gifts. So it's 12 small cookies. We have some matcha wreaths, matcha of course being both very big and very delicious. Some sesame chocolate chip cookies, so the best of both worlds. Some sumac almond cookies, very much based on the flavours of the Middle East. Sumac is very lemony, so it goes really beautifully with the almond and cardamom in the cookie.
From unique gifts to creative decor and delicious treats, the Parkview Christmas Market has offered plenty of festive inspiration. This was a space where ideas came alive and holiday magic filled the air.
Hey, I tell you, Bulelani was enjoying those streets, but we love that the Christmas magic is in the air. We've only just got the night started with so much more in store for you, but we must pay some bills. So whilst we do that, do engage with us on X. We are at Trendz on SABC, and let us know what you think is coming up next. Discasuda. Welcome back to your favorite arts, culture, lifestyle, and travel show, where we give you all the tips and tricks to unlock the weekend the right way. Exploring injectables for skincare can be an exciting alternative to your glow-up routine. But what about the maintenance element? How often do you really need to keep up with treatments to stay on top of your skincare goals? Well, we visited a beauty clinic in Morningside, north of Johannesburg, to learn more about bio-revitalization. Or even the English, let's say it again, bio-revitalization. A treatment that's been getting a lot of attention for natural-looking boosts, and that's something that's up my alley.
You might remember our visit to the doctor's rooms earlier this year. Needles, numbing creams and all as we explored injectables. And now we are switching gears.
Hello, welcome back. How are you? Are you for your follow-up Botulano? Yes, ma'am. Great. Consistency is key. Yes, that's why I'm here.
If you break it down, it's bio means using your own body, and revitalization means putting life back into your skin. So by revitalization, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see that you've lost your spark, your skin is dry, it's dehydrated, it's sagging, you haven't got that elasticity anymore as you get older. So from the age of 35, it's a great treatment to revitalize your skin, put the life back into the skin. Because topicals work from the outside in. Biorevitalization works from the inside out, so it can reach deep areas of the skin which the topicals and serums cannot reach. Okay, so frown for me. Okay, so we're going to give air to stop this going down. Can you see? Okay, now frown again. Okay, relax. And then here, these muscles are from here So we start off with a non-crusting hyaluronic acid. So we inject that into the skin, and that will not add volume to your skin. All it's going to do is add hydration and start stimulating collagen and elastin. So we have 2 treatments that can rehydrate your skin with hyaluronic acid, not giving you volume to the skin. Then we've got the 2 that are amazing for the skin, and it's using your own body, and that is PRP, which we've been doing for the last 15 years, platelet-rich plasma, where we take your blood, we draw about 10 milliliters of blood. In the tube there's an anticoagulant, and then we put it in a horizontal centrifuge, not a fixed angle centrifuge, so the centrifuge kicks out and it spins, and that creates and separates the blood from the plasma. Then we take that plasma, because that plasma's got growth factors, stem cells, all the things you need for your cellular regeneration of those fibroblasts.
Each maintenance session gently reminds your skin to stay hydrated, energized and youthful.
Okay, so all the other treatments do micro injuries to the skin. So either you prick it with carbon dioxide, which is also a regenerative treatment because it gets your body to make its own collagen and elastin, or you can do a laser where the heat triggers the body to make its own collagen, or you can add other substances which aren't natural. You can add it to the skin to attract those fibroblasts to make collagen, or you can do mesotherapy, where you do it with a special machine. You can push all the growth factors in. So this is different because it works from the inside out, but it's not one or the other. We always combine treatments to get the best result.
Biorevitalization bridges the gap between skincare and more advanced procedures.
You need maintenance maybe once or twice a year comes for a maintenance treatment, because unfortunately we're aging all the time, and then those cells start calming down and becoming sleepy again and dormant, and then we need to kickstart them to start. Yes. Okay, so it's maintenance. Everything's maintenance, not a sprint. This is a marathon.
Great skin is a journey, and your next glow up might start right here.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, those results were instant. Listen, if you wanna just get me something for the festive, you know where to find me. More in beauty, given that it's wedding season and good vibes galore. As people, we all want to feel and look great. Lashes are some of what completes the look for some of us. Trendz live producer Randy Tsubane sat down with a lash expert, also in his studios in Sandton, taking us through the importance of the correct lash installation. Let's have a look.
The festive season is upon us. It's that time of year where we let our hair down, unwind and look good. As we know, beauty trends change every season, and this includes eyelash trends. I caught up with Bongiwa Mabintsela, an eyelash technician and specialist, to talk about why she decided to choose this particular industry, as well as some pros and cons of lash installation.
I think beauty, because that's where I started. Immediately when I finished school, I knew that I wanted to be in the beauty industry. What attracted me first was nails, your manicures, pedicures. I did nails training, and after that I went on cruise ships. And I think that's where my mind just exploded, like with all of this new treatments that the ladies were doing, and I just knew that beauty is it for me. Within my beauty experience though, I've jumped from one profession to another just within the beauty space. And what I fell in love with the most was lashes, and mega volume lashes. So not your normal classic lashes. It was the Russian, like intense lashes. Those that offend people. Like when you come in, the first thing you see is lashes, and that's what I just loved. I think I loved it more because of the skill set that's required for you to be able to achieve such a look.
I want us to tap and unpack just some of the dangers of using the incorrect lashes, the incorrect glue. That's why it's important to go to school. Maybe take us through that.
School is very important, and because lashes are just booming, right? It's a new industry. It's similar to when nails started out. Within lashes, there are also different grades and different standards. Yes, everything is lashes, but we can't compare a cluster lash that you do in 20 minutes with the Russian volume that you do in 4 hours. The skill set is completely different, and you cannot be taught that on YouTube. I think that's where a lot of people miss it.
We now tap into the dangers and some of the consequences of doing lash installation the incorrect way.
You could lose your sight. What's worse than losing your sight to incorrectly done lashes, you know? And the way that the industry is built, especially here in South Africa, it's not regulated. Anybody can say, I am a lash artist. No one will ask you for qualifications.
It's important to know as a person what kind of eye you have for a set kind of lash. Maybe educate us on that as well.
Our clients come through, you do a proper consultation where you actually look at the person's eye to even advise them that a cat eye, for instance, is one of our most requested style. Everybody wants a cat eye, but it's not for every eye. You know, so we need to work with what you are born with and how we're going to enhance you. The whole point of lashes is that we enhance what you already have, right?
Mabintsela then takes us through their training and how they specifically do things at her studio. I also got to find out just how often we need to wash our lashes. Definitely learned a lot from this sit down.
So with our training, we go into details with that. So where we teach the girls how to look at the eye to see what would suit or complement a person. You can wash them every day, you can wash them every 2 days, every 3 days. It also depends on your lifestyle. Most people wear a lot of makeup, some people don't wear that much makeup. Some people are oily, some people are dry. So depending on your particular lifestyle, you'll then know. I feel we forget that just like your hair on the head, your eyebrows, your lashes also have a cycle. So your lashes do not all grow in one rate.
I caught up with mother and daughter duo as to what their experience is whenever they visited this lash studio. And this is what they had to say.
They make you feel very comfortable. They educate you on the whole process so you don't have to worry about any dangers that might affect you long term.
It's been a great experience from day one, and that is why I'm still here 7 years down the line.
Now, the beauty of being a woman is what we call maintenance day. I just got my lashes done, and do you see how absolutely stunning I look? I feel great. Listen, Sugar Lash Pro, you owe me nothing.
Now, ever wondered how gemstones are turned into amazing jewelry? Well, just a stone throw away in Johannesburg North lies a space where gemstones are turned into stunning crystal jewelry. It's a playground to touch and feel the stones before even experiencing the wondrous sight of the products they are remolded into in the store. Trendz producer Sandile Ndabukelwayo visited Gecko Jewelers and Mapatiza Mine to explore these gems that also make for fantastic gifts this festive season. Let's get more.
A story carved in stone unfolds on these premises. What appears as simple rocks transforms into a revelation of their value. As I walk with a tour guide and sift through the mini mountains of colorful stones, I am amazed by the process of how they're collected in their raw state from the mine to be crafted into beautiful crystal pieces.
All of these gemstones, we get them from underground. They are being mined in different, different kinds of mines. Mostly we have gemstones that are coming from different parts of the country. Mostly specialize in them. With all our jewelry is based on our gemstones. They are in multi-colors. They have different colors that are so beautiful.
As we continue touching and feeling the variety of gemstones, we also learn that they are cobbed, sorted and polished right here. All this to be showcased in what is currently known as the biggest crystal and gemstone store in South Africa. Just at first glance, this showroom brings a new meaning to opulence.
Gemstone is a bit different from the diamonds and tanzanite. We have different types of gemstones like amethyst, citrine, rose quartz, crystal quartz and all those others. So we have from rose quartz, which is good for love and calmness. You know, you need that in the house. Everybody needs something in the house for love. And then we have the amethyst, we are the biggest amethyst producer in South Africa and in Africa. That's what makes us so unique. We don't do diamonds. We are the only one that do so many different types of gemstones.
This season comes with much gifting. So if you wish to spoil someone with a jewelry treat, there's an item for everyone. For those fascinated by lucky stones, crystal beads, loose gemstones, chakra or fashion bracelets, there's galore to select from. Some signature pieces are specific for celebrating even your birthday month. Exclusivity is bliss, so the jewelry can be custom made to suit your personal style. This huge array of gemstone collectibles will thrill even the most avid collector. Many sentiments come with these crystal gifts.
Our jewelry is suitable for any occasions. For weddings, for birthdays, for anniversaries. We make them according to customers' request. Most popular gifts, what the customer buy by us is bracelets. The next one is pendants, and then we start with earrings and then custom made. A good jewelry piece is always personal. You choose the stone what you like, round, oval, square, so that is personal. All other gifts what you give, that is maybe flowers or chocolate, you eat it and so, but ours is last forever and it is a memory forever.
Dion Prinsloo is a shopaholic who appreciates the finer things in life. Figuring out what to buy was tricky, as Fabulosity, his favorite character trait, was indeed enticed.
This store, when I walked in here, I thought it was a supermarket for jewelry. I was looking for a shopping trolley. It is just got the most exquisite pieces, all handmade, all South African. The venue has been here for 23 years, and it is absolutely worth visiting because there's something for everybody's taste. Then again, the other thing is that so many people are opposing wearing a diamond or really expensive jewelry. However, you can still look really glamorous and really special by just wearing gemstones. This is our season for gifting, and you would like to give something that's going to last a lifetime. Therefore, gemstones is the perfect choice, simply because it will last forever. You can be creative with it, and also it is not breaking the bank.
Exquisite handcrafted pieces, allowing us to bask in a shimmering showcase of Africa's natural beauty through precious stones from every corner of the continent. Now there's treasure you can take home or send abroad to share and appreciate others with the gift of crystals.
They say diamonds are a girl's best friend. Ooh, we're taking another breather, but we urge you to stay right there because we're just halfway through the show with some surprises making their way to you. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. The best is still to come. You're watching Trendz Live on SABC News, and we're diving right into a story of resilience and courage through art. What was a period of turmoil unraveled into an extraordinary chain of art pieces. In between chaos, betrayal, and brokenness, Sandile Ndabukelwayo's most recent work, titled Weight of the Journey, became a therapeutic exploration of self-awareness. The contemporary artist threads continuously woven pieces, merging them with narratives of urban life. Trendz producer Ndabukelwayo visited his studio in Braamfontein to equally embrace these sentiments, and now we get to take a look.
A space that encapsulates the journey of a man determined to seek and find wholeness. On these walls are narratives revealing his journey of self-discovery through the aim to amalgamate the cultures he identifies with.
I work with materials as well as paints, and then there's a meditativeness within my work of like being grounded, the connection, the roots. So yes, I would say I'm just a contemporary artist that works with materials that have not been explored just as yet. Currently, the themes that I'm exploring in my exhibitions are heritage, identity, culture, and also lineage knowledge. So I'm a Swati. However, based on how I was raised in a Zulu practicing household. So everything I know is in isiZulu. Even with them, they don't recognize me as their own, because when I talk to them, they say, "Oh, Nang Zulu." You know, so my work then acts as like a bridge, mending what has been lost from me to like where I need to be, or for me to feel like I'm connected to that side.
The mediums he uses in this exhibition are expressions that highlight tensions and harmonies between cultures. His canvas is of print stitched on a fleece blanket with metaphoric elements such as pots and umbrellas that document the past and vision of possibility. The color selection is reflective of his intentions with the pieces.
The stories I want to highlight in my work is, one, I want to highlight the connection, going back to the roots, you know, knowing who you are. So if you know yourself, regardless of where you go into, but you will never be sucked into other people's or other cultures. The colors I use in my works are primarily, we have red, we have maroon, and we have gray, light gray. So red in my work, it highlights the aspect of being aware of who you are. So it's a caution to say, just be aware. The gray is just a neutral tone, you know, as much as, okay, be cautious, be warned, but then also now with that in mind, be grounded. I preserve survival of culture through my work because in a global context, in a global playground, the global space, it demands us to come into the playground knowing who we are.
Exhibition and art enthusiast Tony Maposa appreciates Ndabukelwayo's craft, highlighting that he has evolved into an extraordinary artist over the years.
What I can say about Sandile's work and how it inspires me is the effort that he actually puts in his work, and knowing him and how he actually reached the level where he is now, I can see that it has like fully developed to become like a serious, meaningful approach. He's grown and become more personal with his work through the elements he uses. He uses more of himself and how he depicts his journey from home and where he is now coming to Joburg, because it wasn't an easy journey to tackle. And from that, he's actually done more contribution to his works than ever, because it means more significance towards how he displays himself as a person and then tries to communicate that in his artworks as a whole. It is still relevant in today's contemporary landscape because it dives into culture, which is what we as a society need at the moment with our multiple cultures that we have in our African context. It provides like a bridge and it's bridging the gap between culture and identity, because those two actually go hand in hand. With him, he actually understands the tones, the values, and the proportion on how to depict an artwork as a complete artist.
Sandile Ndabukelwayo, reimagining cultural survival and its nuances while envisioning the past and probabilities of embracing change in this ever-revolutionary world, one painting at a time.
From the halls of activism to the walls of Robben Island, Sibusiso Peter Paul Ngwenya's journey is a story of courage, resilience and determination. Convicted for his role in the liberation struggle, Ngwenya spent 15 years on Robben Island, navigating the challenges of imprisonment while continuing to grow and learn. Trendz Live producer Bulelani Lukokwana spent time with Mr. Ngwenya, a Robben Island alumni whose journey reflects resilience shaped in one of the most country's defining chapters. Let's join them.
Behind the history, beyond the headlines, lies the personal story of Sibusiso Ngwenya. Recently, he was honored with the Robben Island Alumnus Award at the UNISA Calabash Awards, a recognition of his courage and lasting impact. But what was the reason behind his incarceration?
The reason I was in prison there is because that particular prison was reserved for the lack of a better word, those prisoners who were not white, but they were political prisoners. Then if you've been convicted for a political offense, that's where you would be sent. Now, we were assigned to go and bring down an aircraft at Waterkloof. But next to Waterkloof, there was also Swartskop Air Base. So we were going to be working on intelligence as to which airport this plane would be taking off, and then we were supposed to bring it down. Obviously, we got arrested, but then there were a lot of other things, but that was the main charge, then convicted for treason. That's why I went to Robben Island.
Ngwenya also reflects on the challenging transition from life behind bars to freedom, sharing how he adjusted to a world that had changed and the ways in which life beyond Robben Island shaped him.
A lot had changed. Firstly, when I went into prison, these ID documents that you see were not there. There was a special one for Africans. You wanted to respect that document, you called it a reference book, but actually it was called a dom pass. So by the time I came out, it was no longer there. When you are in jail on Robben Island, you are all by yourselves. When I say you're by yourselves, you are the only people you see are males. There are no children, there are no women. So you adjust and live in a society where by the time you come out, you're no longer sure how to react to even a baby, because it's something that you are no longer used to.
Despite the challenges of life on Robben Island, Ngwenya reflects on the unexpected lessons and connections he made during his time there behind bars.
Although they were trained not to talk to us, not to look at us as decent people, we are terrorists, we chose to educate them. To such an extent, many of them copied us and studied us. And what was quite strange, they would also come to us to help them with their studies. Even though they were African speaking, even they would want to ask us to help them with their Afrikaans assignment. So by the time I left, I was friends with them. In fact, since I received this thing, I just received a call from one of them, a gentleman called Dennis Baker, who's no longer, he's a businessman himself now, but he was a warder at the time. He sent me a message to say, I'm so proud of you, I saw you're receiving an award. And this was my jailer. And we're friends even now.
Amidst the conversation, Ngwenya shares some of his personal favorite moments from his incredible journey, and today he's making an impact nationwide.
Fosco is a state-owned entity, by the way. But the law in South Africa says for you to have a mining license, you must have black shareholders. Oh. So we bought a stake into this business, so that they could qualify to have a license. Yeah, it's Fosco. So I sit on the board of this company.
Oh, is there? Oh, that's so nice. That is so cool.
Yeah.
So this was after you got released?
Yes,
so
yes.
This was a while.
Yeah, yeah. And I think somebody had it framed because they felt, it was an Afrikaans article. Yeah, so somebody felt it was
because it's got some sentiment, warmth.
Correct. Yeah. I have also written a book. Perhaps I didn't write a book, but I got people who know how to write a book for me. So this was the launch. We were launching it here because we launched it in, I think this was in Durban. We launched it in Durban, Cape Town, and here in Johannesburg. I think this was a Durban launch.
Ngwenya's life journey is proof that even in the face of immense challenges, determination and purpose can leave a lasting legacy.
Siyabonga Baba Ngwenya. As you know, we give you all the best in entertainment and performances. We even have a special guest joining us today, a vocalist and songwriter, but you have to stick around to find out who it is. After a short Yana ad break, get ready to have your heart moved.
mala ningiyeke natira ngeke ningiqede mfesaka lemsete libet way limpethe ngilavela mala ningiyeke natira ngeke ningiqede mfesaka lemsete libet way limpethe
December. She just performed her latest single titled Imali from a recent body of work, revered as one of South Africa's thrilling music performers. Blending vocal power with heartfelt authenticity, Ms. D connects deeply with audiences from all walks of life and defines her unique sound in SA music. She's back with fire new music and she joins us on Trendz Live tonight. Miss Madam, come closer just a little bit right there.
Hey, yeah.
Welcome to the show. How are you, Mama?
I'm great. I'm excited to be here.
Listen, the fact that you are here with a foot injury and you said, I'm still going to be performing on the stage, siyabonga, and we're so excited that you're here. But let's get into Imali, a bold Amapiano anthem. I suspect it's not just about Chelete, so who are you tributing this one to?
So Imali is for the people, okay? This song is for all the breadwinners, all the money-making men and women in our country, people who bring the coin to the table. This song is for people who are making money moves.
Okay, and you are one of those people making money moves and hustling it out. But let's talk just more about this track and how it celebrates pride, purpose, and just, you know, progress.
For me, one needs to celebrate things that they overcome. One needs to celebrate things that they are still yet to achieve. In this song, I'm saying, let's not give up. The time is now. It's now or never. Let's go for everything.
For everything.
Let's secure the bag.
And celebrate the big and small wins. While we're at it.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. But you have to tell us, who did you work with on the song? And don't be afraid to drop the big names.
So basically on this track, I worked with Mega Drums and I also worked with the heavyweight. You can hear him with his bold voice talking about Imali Betway, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have to quickly ask you, because you're here obviously and you're back on the scene. Was there a reason why you actually took that hiatus and then you said we're going to come back with more fire?
The hiatus was necessary, you know. It was COVID, couldn't really find my feet. And I decided to take some time off. That time off actually helped me to bring back my strength. I'm here, like I never left, babe.
Like you never left, babe.
Here to stay.
You even have another track that's doing the rounds, Ngiyathokoza, which is a different form of love that you are kind of like, you know, speaking about in the song. Can you tell the viewers at home who that one is dedicated to?
Nami Ngiyathokoza. That's a very special song. So Ngiyathokoza is dedicated to my parents, and it's also a song, you know, to celebrate all the nurturers that are out there. I feel like we barely celebrate the nurturers, the unseen heroes in our lives that we forget to actually, you know, celebrate on a daily. And I always tell my friends and I tell people that I love to say, you know what, celebrate them now before they're 6 feet under.
Oh my gosh, I love that you said that, and they must be so proud of you, because look at you, like just rising and just continuing to push and work hard. I think it's such a beautiful thing for anybody that's watching even right now in the rest of South Africa. So you must say hi to mom and dad for me. Later
hi,
on.
Mom and dad. I'm sure they're watching.
I definitely know that they are watching. But do you feel as though like South Africans and people at home that listen to your music and even just worldwide, there's a way that they can resonate with Ngiyathokoza?
Definitely. I mean, Ngiyathokoza is a song for everyone. It's even a song for myself as a mother. You know, I'm thanking myself to say you're doing such a great job as a mother of 4, raising 4 kids and making sure that you teach them values. And it's also for those who need comfort to look back and say, you know what, I thank my parents for when they were here and the things that they taught me.
Oh man, we love that, and you're passing those on to your child.
Yes.
So when December, festive season,
yes.
Is there anything more that we can be expecting from you? Like anything where you're going to be on the music and entertainment scene? Tell us everything, girl. That's why you're here.
So I'm like super excited. I'm dropping my new single titled Jeleza. Like December.
Okay.
You know. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to getting bookings, going to different shows. I'm also looking forward to my song being played as Song of the Year. So
listen, we're putting it out there now, from our lips to God's ears. This is going to be a #1 hit. Oh my gosh. You see, when one thing about you, your energy is honestly so infectious. And we're going to probably be wrapping up soon, and I don't want you to go, but let's just speak about just like your journey and when you just like reflect on it, and just like what do you hope is like the legacy that you can leave behind one day when you aren't here?
The legacy that I'm hoping to leave behind is to always remind people to be intentional about everything they do, #1, and to always reach for the stars. Don't hold back. The time is now, guys. And last but not least, know who you are and just be yourself.
Fully.
There's too many people that are trying to be someone else. Be yourself, embrace others. And another thing that I'm hoping that my music will do is change people's mindset and make them feel comforted in any way.
In any way. What I do enjoy is the fact that, you know, right now we're speaking about imali. Before we were speaking about love, we're speaking about gratitude. Are you kind of shifting the gears as to what the sound is going to be, or are you just going to keep us on our toes and like in suspense?
I think you guys need to follow me to find out all of that, because we are dropping every month, baby. In Jan, we're dropping again.
On that note,
dropping.
We're just working, we're just dropping. Okay, on that note, you heard it. Sis, I'm super inspired, and I hope that you guys at home watching are inspired too. Thank you so much for joining us on Trendz Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
But you are not getting anywhere, because she'll be performing an exclusive Jigelela for the first time on the Trendz stage before it even drops. It was so lovely having you, and I have to love and leave you. So get ready to dance and party the night away. Until next week, Friday, same time, same place. My name is Candy. Stay sweet. Mwah. Good night, Miss D. Take it away.
Yours.
Asam.